is going on today, guys? Welcome back. Good morning. It's actually Monday morning. First thing, we hopped in the 15 and we are on the road. A little bit of a road trip kind of day. Really just to get to the point where we're searching for some Peterbilt parts. We need some interior pieces, some paneling. I've been driving past a couple spots randomly as we've been taking trips, and we need to hunt these parts down. So before we get too much into that, real quick here in the beginning, we will be at Daytona Truck Meet at the actual event and probably at the beach afterwards, but we will be with the guys at FLEECE Performance. So look for the Wrenchworks tent, look for FLEECE Performance. We will be at Daytona. We'll be set up all weekend. So come find us. It's gonna be a great weekend. So we are leaving there in really a day or two, but we'll be down there all weekend. And then after that, we actually have the Fitzgerald Peterbilt show, and we will have the Peterbilt at that. So make sure you guys are at Daytona and you guys are at Fitzgerald show. It's going to be awesome. We have some limited cool Daytona stuff that we'll have with us, and sun hats. Sun hats we have never had on the website. Get them at Daytona. And then it took a little bit of a couple-day break here because we've got the new Wrenchworks giveaway launch probably in a couple weeks. So lots of stuff happening, but today is all about trying to hunt down some interior pieces for the Peterbilt. Now, custom interior pieces for these big trucks, they get crazy expensive, and for right now I really just want to kind of put like an OEM interior back in it. So whether we end up with anything today or not, it's just one of those things where you ever just like, you're driving, you're trying to get home, or you're on a road trip, or you're just driving past, and you're like, man, I should really swing in there and check out, and you never do. Well, today we've actually got to go pick up another trailer at the end of the day, so stay tuned for that. But we're kind of making it just a drive around day to try and track down the headliner piece, the front bezel piece where the radio, the CB goes. So if you guys have a lead on any of that, let me know. So hopefully we'll find something today, maybe not, but it's one of those things where we need to go in here, check out what they got, and see if we can find something. But anyway, that's the overall gist of today. We are riding. Where's Michael? Michael! We're riding solo today. No Michael today. But yeah, that's it. Let's see what the day brings us. Hopefully this rain decides to hold off, because driving through the rain, all day long could be a little bit of a pain. But anyway, that is it, boys. Strap in. We're coming up on stop number 1 of the day. We'll be able to see here in a couple seconds. Driven past here, D&B Trucks and Equipment, and looks like they've got some new trucks, but over here is a whole bunch of wrecked, salvaged, and they've got a ton of Peterbilts just from driving by. We actually use this exit to get to Fitzgerald, so you can kind of see, from the road here. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but from the road here you can kind of see they've got some old stuff sitting here. So we're gonna pop in here and check out and see what they got. The problem that I think that I'm finding is when you say like, hey, do you have any 379s or anything like that? Like, if you look at the years of when 379s were stopped being made, we're getting pretty up there in how old they really are. So that's some of the problem. A lot of, like, even we'll cruise around here, but a lot of this stuff kind of looks like 389. Getting after it. Oh yeah, get her. It is getting kind of bright out here. Almost need to throw my sunglasses on, but some of the other things too, that like if we find a wrecked truck, a lot of times, unless it's been rolled over, the pieces on the interior that we're looking for, a lot of times will be okay. This one looks like a 379, but it is definitely a lot older than ours. And again, it's really because we swapped the tops. Remember, we had a stand-up kind of studio top, and now we have a flat top, like this unit right here. This one looks like it is pretty old. So I don't think that is going to be an option, but it does have a 1LW cat in this thing. That's cool. Somebody already robbed the turbo offer. But all right, this one's no good. So as you can see, we've got quite the line to walk down. We're pretty much just gonna kind of walk down and check out everything that they have here. Take a look at this thing. Obviously won't work for us, but cool nonetheless. I don't know about you guys, but I love just kind of looking at old, you know, trucks. It's like going to the salvage yard, just going to, you never know what kind of gold you might find here. Just, you know, you see potential in everything. Whew. All right, so here, right over here, let's walk over to this blue one, because this blue one, unfortunately, I know already won't work for us, but again, kind of a prime example. This one did roll over, it looks like, but that's the top that we had on our truck that we swapped. See, like, I wish I almost would have done, like, we ordered a lot of new stuff when we rebuilt ours, but like those tanks still look good. You know, when you're rebuilding old trucks like this, you just never know what you might find. Again, these are all 389s, newer trucks over here. So let's try and find our next truck over there. Ooh, that was a black one getting on the highway. Whew. All right, what do we got here? Definitely a 389. I'm waiting to get attacked by bees or something like that. See, this is kind of, if you guys can see up in there, that's a 389. And I just don't think that this piece right here is the same. I could be wrong. Someone will probably correct me, but I don't think 389 flat top stuff in the headliner area is going to be the same. It might be. You know, because I thought the cabs were the same. Honestly, I'm confusing myself at this point. I am confusing myself. I just know that this headpiece configuration looks slightly different. I don't know. You guys tell me. You know, the other thing, I did bring some tools with me, but I did not bring a ton of tools with me. I can already hear Michael yelling at me now about not bringing enough tools if we actually did find something. But yeah, this beast is pretty old. The other thing that we could look for while we're here, which I might do in our walking around, is if we found a cutoff that wasn't completely wrecked to stretch the truck. So we might actually look for, I don't know, possibly look for an interior. Well, I'd obviously look for an interior, but possibly, you can see this one got hit in the rear. A lot of times you find a wrecked truck, cutoffs are a little eh. It looks like this and all these trucks came from the same kind of fleet. Let me check this one out. See, now this is a 379 interior. Let me check this bad boy out. It's not the same. Mine had a gray, it's like gray and black cloth. This is like a little more vinyl. So like the pieces I have this piece, I have these pieces right here. Obviously I have the door panels, I have these plastic pieces that go up here. But what I'm missing is this headliner piece and this piece individually. And I was trying to see if we could get them to match my interior that I already have. And I guess it's like if I have to get some reupholstery done, maybe just these two pieces right here, get them to match, might not be too bad. So that is an option right there. That is definitely an option. Looks like it's missing a visor, but I might be able to use my visor if I have the other one, possibly. All right, so that is possibly option number one. All right, you know me. I see shiny stuff, I need to come look at it. Squirrel moment here. Take a look at this wrecker. This thing, wow, what a wheelbase. What a wheelbase on this thing. Really clean though, super clean. Really cool looking truck, wow. That's a wheelbase for you, boys. Wow. Another good looking truck coming by. Oh yeah. All right guys, well, we are pulling out of stop number one. We did find a 1LW Cat engine, but besides that, we've got one option on the interior. Did not find any suitable candidates for a cutoff. Because we're really looking for either low air leaf or low air leaf. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to sneeze here. But overall, good to stop and survey something that you've been passing for quite a while. So again, the other thing that I just thought, and again, I didn't really, let me just say that maybe my homework isn't completely done as far as maybe I can just order the headliner and the bezel piece like new, but I thought you really wanted the templates. But I know like Day Cab Company, I know they do some of that stuff. So I believe I called them a while ago, but maybe I need to refresh on that. So I was really just trying to get it thrown together. I mean, obviously at some point I want to spend the big money and get a completely new interior and kind of have the back match the front. But for now, I was really just trying to get it back together in a way where it wasn't going to add up to a lot of money. Because I mean, I would like to do a nice floor in it, and I would like to get 2 new seats. And I'm sure you guys understand if you have ever looked at how much seats are in those trucks. But for some good seats, you're gonna be spending some money. So, you know, little baby steps, but we're kind of cruising around one last final time, and I believe we are headed out to stop number 2. All right, stop number 2. I think about an hour later, north on 65. I believe this place is called River City Truck Parts. It's really noticeable from 65. And they've got just tons and tons of stuff sitting out here in the front. I've always wanted to stop at this place, but we're normally coming from or to an event, don't really have a ton of time. So this should be interesting, this huge place. All right, well, I don't know if we're gonna be able to go walk around in there. It says we gotta stop at the main office here. I convinced them to let me drive down there. They don't want really a lot of people down here without kind of somebody with them, but take a look at all those engines. They have got stuff kind of stacked up everywhere. Whew. They save a lot of engines, transmissions. Talking to the one guy, like, look at all of those yellow engines back there. Oh my goodness. So this is actually a 93 or a 94 377, but kind of looks like a similar headliner, and it is cloth, but again, not really sure what will work or what won't work, but it doesn't have a cutout for the sleeper. But if you look at the frame section back here, this truck does actually, it is actually a, it's a low air leaf rear. It's a little rusty, but you can kind of see how much frame is there to stretch it. So I might grab the VIN number. It's got 24s on it. My friends, well, kind of a quick stop. He said, man, the 379 stuff kind of comes in and out so fast, because even you know, even the crappy ones are worth stuff more than these quote unquote plastic trucks here. All right, well, not really a complete score there either. Again, kind of like I was saying, like the interior pieces, like when you value a truck to kind of like make money on and part out or what have you, you don't really put too much value on headliner pieces. So once those trucks are kind of either sold all their money out of, I mean, like, especially if the cab's a little messed up or they try and sell the cab complete, like, they don't really hang on to that stuff. Somebody was getting down on the road here. That's a good one. So I don't know, second stop kind of eh. Also, by the way, if you guys are going to be at Daytona and you have, man, there's burnout marks all on this road. This must be the spot. This must be the spot. If you guys are going to Daytona, you or maybe a buddy or somebody you know of has a build that might want to do a video on, like a full build, something really cool, maybe something that you just finished up for Daytona, or something new, something that maybe hasn't been all over the internet or YouTube a ton, hit me up. Let's do some videos. I'm down to kind of like show you guys other people's builds and some other stuff down there at Daytona. So if that's you or your buddy, hit me up. Again, probably email or Instagram DM would be the best to get a hold of me. All right, stop number 3. Let's see what we got. I actually did, I called this place and I called stop number 4. Stop number 4 might get ixnayed off the list because he said he doesn't have anything. These guys said they might, and I actually just passed another place. Seems like this area, this is actually, we're back in like the area where the first spot was. And there's a lot of stuff back here.
Whole lot. Well, we've done quite a bit of reorganizing. It was a jumbled mess there at one point in time.
Right.
All this stuff, like right here where these van trailers are, we've grown up, and there was trucks just every which way, sideways, and we kind of straightened everything up into rows.
Gotcha.
There's 2 rows of Freightliners right there, FLEECE and Classics on this side, and then Columbia's and Centuries on the back.
I was gonna say the Google Maps definitely,
they downplayed it a whole lot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
These cabs.
Now, was this?
I've taken some out before and completely scrubbed them down. You know.
Is this a 359 or is this a 379?
379.
Oh, okay.
This was a 1999 model 379.
It's a 99. Okay. Yeah, mine's got the newer dash in it. So, because that gray piece that you had inside would match this headliner, correct?
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, we have officially hit the jackpot. I honestly almost regret not finding this place while we were rebuilding, like the first part of the Peterbilt, because these guys got it all. These guys got it all. Right here, my man Josh that we were riding around with, super cool dude. So we're at right now. We're at Circle C Trucks and Equipment, and Tompkinsville, Kentucky is where we were at. It's actually really close to the first spot that we stopped at. We kind of went round robin, went all over the place, but these guys have been collecting trucks for quite a while. We're actually driving back there now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't get any flat tires, because that would be a really bad day. But he did warn me. But I was like, man, do you care if I go back there and video a little bit more? We were just back here. We were kind of getting a game plan. They've got everything that we need for the interior. Like, whether or not it'll have to be like kind of recolored, repainted, dyed, or kind of fixed up a little bit, it is perfect for what we kind of need to do for now, until we go full custom. But anyway, super pumped to kind of end the day with a victory here. We'll probably end up coming back and doing like a full video here and pulling everything out ourselves, which is just really, really cool. Like I said, my man Josh is down for it. But guys, this is the Peterbilt inventory. All of this. There's 6 rows of Peterbilt stuff here. So we're gonna come back and kind of go through kind of some of the ones that they have here, and kind of cherry pick a little bit of the best interior. But this is where we needed to be. This is where we should have came when we first got it. And a lot of some of the future stuff that we've been talking about for the Peterbilt, like stretching it or whatever else, they got it all here. So I'm pumped. I am pumped, very pumped. So we should be able to put an interior back in the Pete as soon as we're back from Daytona. Like, oh, it's awesome. It's so awesome. Look at all this Peterbilt's as far as the eye can see. Just row after row. And it's not just Peterbilt's. They've pretty much got just as much of every other year, make, and model. Kenworth, that whole field in the back over there, that's full too. They actually just got done building this new building here. This is actually like parts and new parts. They got like all kinds of bumpers and lights, and basically like way better than a truck stop chrome shop. So they're like doing like a chrome shop in there, which is really cool. So they kind of got the whole picture, whatever you need, which is, like I said, man, I wish. He's like I got boxes, I got tanks. He's like, you bought all that stuff brand new? I was like, yeah, it hurt. It hurt. But guys, here's his business card. Like I said, my man Josh right here. There's his number, Circle C Trucks. If you guys need anything, just make sure you let him know that you came from me. Whatever you guys are looking for, sleepers and all that. But yeah, great place. 2 thumbs up. So we're rolling out. We are rolling out.